Hey everyone, today I want to talk about all the recent new content and footage for the Super Mario RPG Remake. I thought what better way to talk about it than while showing you the process of making these Mario RPG figures by Nico 3D. Today I'm making his latest 3D design, Booster. Starting off from the 3D printer all the way to the final look. Enjoy. Also apologies for my voice in this video. I'm not feeling 100%, my allergies have just been insane. So that's why I sound a little stuffy and nasally. Anyway, I'm just super hyped about the remake and wanted to share my thoughts with you guys and also show you the new booster figure that I'm working on that I'm really excited to show off and add to the Mario shrine shelf I have in the game room. So there's a ton of early gameplay videos from creators that were lucky enough to get their hands on the Super Mario RPG Remake before release. I've been watching as much as I can to find new footage and features for the game, and so far it's absolutely incredible. I really think this will go down as one of Nintendo's masterpiece remakes. I'm loving all the changes and adaptations from what Nintendo has done for this game. As someone who has a deep love and attachment for Mario RPG, I'm eternally grateful to Nintendo for what they've achieved with Super Mario RPG Remake. One of the new features I've seen are the level up screens. Different from the original where one character comes out of a pipe, now you're on a stage with all the other members of the party gathered around whoever's getting leveled up. And the best part is that they're dancing. It is so cute. Nintendo has really outdone themselves with the cuteness level for this game. Just looking at Mallow's little happy face while he dances in celebration of Mario reaching a new level will make even the grumpiest man smile. Even though I haven't played the game yet, I can confidently say that this is a faithful remake. I've seen so many details that have been carried over and adapted for modern graphics. From the stubby design of the characters, to the silent Mario miming everything to accurately and hilariously get his point across, to the comedic, witty script. From what I've seen, they've kept everything in besides changing a few minor things like changing Toadstool's name to Peach, and changing Frog Fuchsia's name to Frog Sage, which is what he was referred to originally in the Japanese version, so that makes sense to me. But one thing I was certain they would leave out completely in the remake actually made it in. Yes, of course I'm referring to Peach's question mark. If you don't know, there's an area in Toadstool's bedroom where Mario can find an item near the fireplace and it says, "Found Toadstool's question mark, question mark, question mark." I'm happy they kept that in, but I'm also shocked. Essentially because I don't know what else you're supposed to assume this private item is, other than Peach's under things, or I guess a diary, but then why wouldn't the text say, "Found Peach's diary"? In one video, I saw they also kept one of Bowser's famous lines from the original, "Fangua foiled again," which gives me hope that my favorite line will also be in the remake. When Mallow says to Mario, he grabs him on the shoulder and says, "Hey, who do you think you are, Bruce Lee?" So I'm really looking forward to seeing if that's in too. I also saw some images from Japan of Culex. Now I actually thought these were fake because Culex looks exactly the same. 16-bit and all, like they just copied and pasted Culex from the original game into the remake. In the original Mario RPG, the Japanese version has Culex actually mentioning he's from a two-dimensional world and wants to inhabit this three-dimensional world, which is meant to be funny and is why Culex is just a PNG. It's kind of a joke that he's just a flat image, a two-dimensional image. So I'm thinking that Nintendo went along with this and now it's actually more accurate to the original joke Nintendo was going for. However, the Japanese posts for the remake also mentioned that there's a special stone for an additional secret boss. If you don't know, you need a special stone to unlock the door to see Culex, but they're mentioning an additional, even more special, quotations, stone to fight a bigger boss or another secret boss, which is fantastic. Here's what I'm thinking. My first thought is the new secret boss is actually going to be Culex again, but now in full 3D animation, but a lot stronger, and you know, it'll just look amazing, and maybe he'll have some special animations for his attacks and stuff. If not, I'm thinking it has to be somebody from Final Fantasy, like Sephiroth, or even another new character design just for this game. Kind of like how Kulex is not from an original Final Fantasy game. He's a Final Fantasy designed character for Mario RPG. One thing I'm not too sure how I feel about yet is a new ability to switch your party members mid-battle. I feel like it could make things a little too easy and leave zero consequences for not choosing the proper party wisely. I hope this ability is nerfed somehow, because I don't know, I feel like it would make things too easy. Speaking of nerf, there's also a new easy mode for new players. Apparently this mode will include being able to hold more items, attack commands will be easier, enemies will be weaker, etc. So far I really appreciate the effort that's gone into this remake. It seems to be a very good balance of keeping true to the original, but also adding quality of life features and new things to make the experience fresh and new for the players who grew up with the original. Another feature I love is this new bestiary. They took the concept of Mallow's psychopath attack to read the minds of enemies and made it into a collectible log system. It looks like when Mallow uses his psychopath on an enemy, that enemy will be logged into the bestiary, giving you a look into each enemy as you collect them, and you'll be able to see their animations, showing you what they're thinking, and other information about them. I'm really looking forward to collecting all the enemies and eventually 100%ing this game, which should be a lot easier to keep track of because it shows you everything you've completed in the menu screen, at least from what I can tell. I really want to know if there's going to be a bonus or badge or something you get after 100%ing this game. There's gotta be something. Now, if you're still watching and new to the channel, thinking why the hell does this guy love Mario RPG so much, I have an entire video on that called Why Super Mario RPG is my favorite game. I encourage you guys to go watch that one. It's pretty good if I do say so myself. The basic gist is, growing up I wasn't great at schooling. I have a learning disability that made reading and writing extremely difficult. So while I was a kid, I really hated reading so much that I avoided it altogether if it wasn't schoolwork and, I had to. Like, it was so difficult for me back then, I would even break out in a sweat trying to read a children's book from the sheer focus and energy used to decode each word over and over and over again. So when I finally started playing Super Mario RPG for the SNES, I was like, wait, this is actually kind of fun. I love the game so much that it inspired me to read and talk to all the townsfolk in the game and really showed me what a joy reading could be. So Mario RPG is always going to be that special game in my heart for that reason. I can always look at that game and say, this had an immense influence in my life, and I'll always be grateful it exists and was there for me at a young age. I am so excited for the remake coming out next week. I'll be picking the game up on release date and filming my first impressions and gameplay. I'll upload that for you guys as soon as possible, but my full in-depth review of the game won't be out until I finish the game and have fully enjoyed it. I want to take my time with this one because it is special. I'm not interested in competing to be the first one to make a video review, so your patience is very appreciated, guys. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you're as hyped as I am for the remake of Super Mario RPG. I'll also leave a link to Nico 3D's website where you can also purchase the 3D model of Booster or any of the other Mario RPG characters yourself. Have a good day. Later.